Vola anguela o veteranu, ako itabua. Ako do talitain na barong na Bula FM, nambando na sir.
Bula, alang gono ilutoka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti nambando na sir.
Ni Bula binaka, nanreken go sa Bula FM nga. Na kasi.
Nalang go sa mundo atibyo ng Bula FM nambando na sir nusur.
Ni Bula binaka, nalang go Jerry, yang melambasa. Do barong ng Bula FM, nambando.
Bula FM, nambando na sir.
In the news tonight, flying Fijians roll in the changes for Uruguay match. Unrest rumors prove false. And investor confidence on the up, says Minister.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
12 changes have been made to the Fiji Airways Flying Fijians team to take on Uruguay at the Rugby World Cup. Following the 39-21 loss to Australia and the short turnaround between the first two games, coach John McKee has resorted to fresh legs for the crucial encounter. Australian rugby coach Michael Checker has slammed the Flying Fijians coaching staff for Reece Hodges' no-arms tackle on Pedeliato to the citing commissioner. Despite assurances from the Prime Minister and our security forces of the public safety, persistent rumours of a coup and political unrest taking place today managed to instill fear in Fijians. Thousands of children didn't attend school today as parents kept them at home while they themselves were reluctant to go to work. Some businesses were also closed for the day, fearing the worst. It's not the first time that fake claims of this nature, usually started on anti-government social media pages, has managed to cause so much panic in the country. Kelly Vavala reports.
Usually the streets of the capital city early in the morning is choked with traffic, but not today.
I just came to work despite the coup rumors, but it's sad to see that many workers have lost a productive day because of this.
In the morning, not much, still now, a little bit, like 15 or 20 passengers in the morning.
We just follow our normal routine every day. So I waited for my supervisor's call. He didn't inform me to close the shop today.
Thousands of students missed out on precious third-term lessons, and some even missed out on the 8th external exams today as cautious parents kept their children home.
We have only 40% of students in school today.
Meanwhile, at Viutu Primary School, only 460 students out of the 1,200 students attended school. FBC News also received reports of other schools from around the country, like Silver Muslim Primary School here in Nambua, that had only a few students attending class. Even the economy was affected.
It affects small to medium businesses very much because, most of these businesses are trying to make ends meet right now.
However, for some who were more discerning, the rumors didn't hold any weight.
Nothing will be happening here. Common right, army there, police there, all right. Nothing will happen. So why we worry? One day we all gonna die. Why you want to listen to other people?
It's just a rumor for us because we're just selling it's normal.
Wake up this morning, we came to work, everything is normal.
I just came to the work. I'm working now, on working hours now.
This isn't the first time such rumors have been peddled on social media. It seems that people who start these fake stories do so every often in the hope of panicking the Fijian public and possibly hurting our own country economically and politically. The fact that there are thousands of gullible Fijians who believe such consistent, disruptive and decisive rumors demonstrates the negative effects of social media. It seems despite authorities assuring the public not to believe such stories, there are still many in the country who would rather believe fake stories on social media more than the authorities. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Fiji's investor confidence continues to grow as our economy is anticipated to maintain its positive growth trend. More areas of investment were identified during the recent state visit to Australia by Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama. Ali Kimbia has more.
As anticipated, the state visit has increased interest from foreign investors, but the onus is on them to follow the right process.
So when investors come in, we have a better knowledge of how to assist them in realizing some of the projects that they want to do, particularly in waste recycling area.
The Fiji First government has stated that it will do whatever it takes to move the country forward and at the same time set a solid economic platform to boost investor confidence.
One particular area of interest was on waste management, and of course the utilization of water resources as well. I think for us in Fiji, these are very, very critical areas, and this is the good thing about learning the best practices from other countries, which we can perhaps replicate in our own countries when we have the opportunity.
For alternative water sources, an investor from Australia is eager to set up a desalination plant.
Absolutely. If there's a good opportunity, I'm sure our owners would love to invest in Fiji and assist Fiji with their water supply.
Meanwhile, the government has also created an investor business portal to assist businessmen and women wanting to spend money in Fiji. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Fiji's bilateral relationship with Australia and New Zealand looks promising as it continues to rise to another level. The once shrinking ties are now back on track, with Prime Minister Bainimarama's recent visit to Australia affiliating the bonds. Apenisa Wangarandovu reports.
The newest Bubale partnership with Australia will assure increase in activities with Fiji.
Your Prime Minister's talks with my Prime Minister were very fruitful, very warm and very constructive. Yeah, that was a very historic partnership which will really consolidates or codifies everything we're currently doing and charts the way forward for the future of the relationship.
For New Zealand, they will continue to assist Fiji in all sectors, including sports.
New Zealand sees its links with the Pacific as very much as part of the same family. And I think you'll continue to see New Zealand engage in sports in Fiji and throughout the region. I don't see that. I don't see that situation changing.
Fiji is New Zealand's largest Pacific Island trading partner and the only country in our region to rank among New Zealand's top 20 trading partners. Apenisa Wangarandovu, FBC News.
Up ahead, demand for rental properties on the rise. An alleged murderer to undergo psychiatric evaluation. Details after the break.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, my name is Sotiama here in Ba. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, I'm Miri. I'm from Lotoka and I love Gold FM because they play all my classic hits.
Hi, my name is Fiona from Tavua and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, I'm Ini from Rakiraki. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
The Public Rental Board is planning to construct more affordable housing units. Board Acting General Manager Patrick Veo says over 200 units are needed annually to meet the growing demand. Pranita Prakash reports.
Financial constraint is one of the major challenges faced by the Public Rental Board to meet the ever-growing housing need.
Because of the financial constraints, we were only able in the past 20 years or so to construct 495 units. We would have liked to construct, say, 200 to 500 units per year in order to meet the demand that is out there.
The board is currently constructing more than 30 rental units in Lotoka.
Right now, we are thankful to the government for giving us 3.6 million, which we are developing similar 36 units. The work is above the foundation right now, and we are looking at Dawi level. Housing Authority is giving us around 5 acres, New Town, Rewanga, and Botua, which there is a proposed yield of 630 flats and an estimated cost of 4.3.
Plans are also in the pipeline to get into a public-private partnership to construct rental units. Currently, more than 900 people are on the PRB's waiting list for rental flats. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
A 27-year-old farmer from Kandavu charged with murder has been instructed to undergo psychiatric evaluation by the Suva High Court. Mosese Koroi Singambalava was charged with the murder of his pregnant partner. The Defence Counsel today requested if the accused can be sent for a psychiatric evaluation. The court also heard the report from the evaluation, will also outline the state of mind of the accused and if he can take plea. It's alleged he assaulted his 23-year-old de facto partner in Assese in June which resulted in her death. A 53-year-old Chinese businessman found guilty of obtaining property by deception is ready to pay compensation. The court heard at Dongzhang has made arrangement for $840,000 to be paid. However, was instructed to arrange for an extra $160,000. The High Court judge stated the amount, when combined, will be $1 million, which is a payable amount to the complainant. The court heard that between June 2014 and January 2016, Zhang deceptively obtained property and engaged in money laundering amounting to over $1.2 million. He obtained the money by deception from the complainant, who was his business partner, on the pretext that a property was being sold at $5.5 million instead of its actual price of $3.3 million. The case will be recalled this Friday for sentence hearing. The National Fire Authority today received its first ever 20,000-litre bulk water carrier fire truck. The truck was purchased through a government grant to help the NFA with its work considering the increasing number of property fires. Local Government Minister Pramila Kumar says fire incidents have been alarming and such equipment is vital for the NFA. The NFA has also noted an increase in fire in commercial areas. And it's business time now with Koroy.
Thank you, Jackie. Coming up after the break, copycats affect business industry, and in growing Fiji municipal councils to begin work on drainage. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Bilateral. और हम सब मिर्ची FM सुनता है because it's hot.
Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number one.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है। हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग कल मिर्ची एफएम सुनता। गौल टाउन तावा में मिर्ची एफएम दागो मामा।
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Leading business copycat or plagiarism in the business industry is a growing concern amongst entrepreneurs. Speaking at the Youth Forum at the University of the South Pacific, Party and Events Fiji Managing Director Kim Berus says it's important to work with integrity. Youth and students present at the forum have been urged to come up with unique business ideas in order to stay relevant in a competitive market.
Unfortunately, in Fiji, we do have a big copycat culture. And so I would encourage new business owners to try and come up with something new and be proud of your work. And also, as I mentioned in the forum today, find something that's unique, something that you're good at.
While the Fijian government is pushing for more job creators, there are still more factors that need to be considered.
As like young people, if you want to become an entrepreneur right now, is that firstly, like finances, because like of course, like majority of us are like on loans, so we have to pay that off. So we have to think about it.
Managing Director for the merge, Watesoni Nata Jr. says this sort of platform acts as a support system for emerging entrepreneurs.
With entrepreneurship, the challenges are many, but what I would advise young budding entrepreneurs or students that are thinking of going into entrepreneurship is, don't be scared. Get in there. The challenges you will face along the way, you will encounter, but you've got to build the resolve and the patience inside of you to be able to counteract all these challenges.
Around 300 students were part of the Youth Forum with the theme You're Driving Change in Entrepreneurship at the University of the South Pacific. Sanifa from HFC Bank joins us now with the latest from the Money World.
Thank you. Let's review the trading statistics of stock market for the last week. Overall, a total of 10 listed stocks recorded market activities with a total of 50 transactions. The total volume of shares traded concluded the week at 482,183, with more than $1.96 million in consideration. Furthermore, Vision Investments Limited dominated the trading statistics with 82.96% for total volume of shares traded and 92.19% for total value traded respectively. Share price movements were as follows. Amalgamated Telecom Holdings Limited shares showed a downward movement of 4 cents and ended the week at $3. Freebird Institute Limited shares increased by 10 cents to close at $2.70. FMF Foods Limited shares fell by 20 cents and settled the week at $1.90. Port General Marina Limited shares continued to show improvements. The shares increased by 11 cents and ended the week at $1.69. RB Patel Group Limited shares further increased by 50 cents and concluded the week at $9. Following to the various share price movements, the overall market capitalization fell by 0.78% and concluded the week at the value of $3.45 billion. That's a wrap from our local stock market. Vinaka.
Here are today's exchange rates as set this morning. It was a mixed day for the Fijian dollar. The Fijian dollar rose against the Australian and New Zealand dollar and fell against the US greenback, the Chinese yen, as well as the other currencies we cover. Looking at the commodities market, oil increased by 52 cents a barrel, gold rose by $18.85 per ounce, and silver rose closing at $18.29 per ounce. In growing Fiji, all municipalities are being urged to utilize the $2.26 million allocated to them by the government. This grant is to be used by municipal councils to improve the drainage system in an effort to minimize the risk of flooding. The town and city councils have signed an agreement and work on the drainage system will begin soon. Josiah Nanunga reports.
The Waterways Minister has stressed that all municipal councils must maintain the drainage system.
Your job doesn't end there by developing a drainage system or improving or clearing the drainage system. Then you need to protect it. So you need to develop a system of how you will protect this investment that you are making.
Permanent Secretary Joshua Wycliffe states the ministry is working together with all relevant stakeholders.
Is while we protect and build our brand, environmental brand, we also provide for development to happen within the same environment without the damage to the environment. So it's a very delicate balance, and that is why I said it's a highly demanding role the department plays.
Poor drainage has in the past caused surface flooding, blocking roads and destroying infrastructure after a heavy rain. This has resulted in the government investing on drainage projects for the safety and the protection of our properties. Josiah Nanunga, FBC News.
That's it from Business Tonight. Sports is up next with Jamie.
Natango meria maramani waya manatu sawa aweti kitunde nandi ya ndo marata kana varonga na radio Fijian.
Yao asna datili yao maga Monica. Tondo varonga vale bunar doma ibiti lambasa.
Bula natango aprosa ngarse ngor kraki do televe no varonga na radio Fijian na doma ibiti. Natango tsani bukia ngoni na mosi ando talita kana varonga na radio Fijian na doma ibiti su.
England coach Eddie Jones credited a visit from Sir Alex Ferguson, the former Manchester United manager, for giving his players the belief to score a late bonus point try as they opened their Rugby World Cup 2019 campaign with a 35-3 win over Tonga last night. Ireland powered past Scotland for an impressive start to their World Cup campaign with a 27-3 win, and by the looks of it, they could be sticking around in Japan until the business end of the tournament. Luca Morisi has had a long 4 years waiting for the chance to make his Rugby World Cup debut. Following an impressive performance in the Six Nations in 2015, a knee injury ruled Morisi out of the World Cup that year, but the centre certainly made up for lost time, making a huge impression in Italy's 47-22 win over Namibia. The 2019 Oktoberfest Sevens title slipped out of Fiji's hands as they were beaten by South Africa 12-10 in the final this morning. Fiji went into the match undefeated from pool play and showed good form. However, spirited Springbok Sevens proved a notch better when it mattered the most. Fiji Under-23 football captain Savanathan Balendrokonroka says capitalizing on goal-scoring opportunities is something the squad needs to work on. Despite defeating Tonga 4-1 in the opening match of the OFC Olympic qualifiers yesterday, Balendrokonroka says there's still things to improve.
We had a lot of scoring opportunities in the first half. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to score it, but came in the second half. We bounced back and then.
That's it from sports. In new media after the break, Huawei Mate 30 Pro ditches Google apps but keeps Android. Details coming up.
हमारा नाम उमेश कुमार, हम रहता है लेबू और रेडियो फीजी में हरदम सुनता है, बहुत पुराना गाना लगे और बहुत रोज सुनता है, बहुत अच्छा लगे हमको।
उमेश चंद्रा और कांता चंद्रा हमारा वाइफ है। हम लोग रेडियो फीजी 2 बहुत सुंदर से सुनता है, बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम, नंबर 1 रेडियो।
कुमार स्वामी नायक है, गोंगो लेबू लटोका। रेडियो फीजी 2 में पुराना गाना लगे, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगे।
कुमार नाकाफी में रहता है।
Weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Hope you had a wonderful, cheerful weekend even though things didn't go as planned. Win or lose, Team Fiji is still number 1. Number 1, just like the sunshine we had, it was too bright and nice for a Monday. Now moving to the west, the sun is usually mild in the early hours of the morning, and as the day goes down, its scorching heat gets uncomfy. Eastwards from Peck Harbour to Suva, more brighter spells expected. And up north, sunshine never disappoints. At sea, southeast winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, high tide will be at 1:37 a.m. with low tide at 8:11 a.m. Sunrise will be at 5:54. For tomorrow, sunshine is amazing and it will continue. We're in for some September spells. Tomorrow's temps, the western side will enjoy more sun than the eastern side as temperatures look quite warm here in the west. And looking further on to Wednesday, a more wild day in store. Get more energized for another round of match between Fiji and Uruguay. Exciting times ahead. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fijian Pulse segment tonight, we asked, do you think the Flying Fijians can still make it to the Rugby World Cup quarterfinals after losing to Australia?
Fiji can definitely do way better despite its lose to Australia over the weekend.
I think they'll go qualify for quarterfinal. Go Fiji, go.
I believe Fiji has what it takes to make it all the way through to the quarterfinals.
Yes, they still can qualify for the quarterfinals, and I wish them the very best.
I know Fiji will qualify for quarterfinal and win the quarterfinal. Go Fiji.
I strongly believe Fiji will reach the quarterfinal, though they lost to the Wallabies, but the way they play will make them create upsets in this year's Rugby World Cup.
Recapping the main stories for tonight, Flying Fijians roll in the changes for Uruguay match. Unrest rumours prove false. And investor confidence on the up, says Minister. For these stories and others, tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. A poll question. Now, last week we had asked, should Tier 2 rugby nations be given more top-level international matches every year? 73% said yes. And this week we're asking, should match officials who make blunder at the Rugby World Cup be severely reprimanded? Visit our FBC website to answer. And our shot of the day takes us back to the weekend where the crowd got on its feet as the Flying Fijians performed the Vimbi. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj. Share it with us via Facebook page FBC News, our Twitter page at FBC_news, or hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe. Good night.
We love Today FM. Today FM rocks. Bulaminaka, I'm Linda Form. I studied Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osnate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Makereta from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music on